As a singer-songwriter, one thing that we can get really caught up in is sometimes our songs sound a little bland and boring. But one thing that can really help that is called contrast. Now, what is contrast in songwriting? Let me explain it like this. There's a comedian named Eric Idle who's from the comedy troupe Monty Python. And he's talked a lot about how he used to get into some pretty heated debates over something as small as a chair in a scene. Now, why would a chair in a scene matter all that much? Well, think of it this way. If you had a very serious looking business person who walked into a scene and sat down on a completely ridiculous, over the top looking chair, that'd be funny. Or if you had an alien from another planet who came to our planet for the first time and is trying to learn how to sit in a chair for the first time, and this would be funny. You wouldn't need an over the top chair. You just need a simple wooden chair. Now, we see this in TV and movies all the time. Think of a TV show or a movie where a character really feels uncomfortable with expressing their emotions, but they're also best friends with someone who constantly needs emotional validation at all times. Now, this type of contrast can work well in songwriting too. Imagine you want to write a song, maybe a sad song. So what would you do? You'd write sad lyrics, you'd come up with a bunch of sad minor chords, and then you'd sing those lyrics over top of those minor chords, but just something seems a little bland and boring. Well, one way you can fix that is by doing contrast. Write sad lyrics, but then instead of using minor chords, use major chords over top of them. That would take a sad subject and lift it up a little bit. That contrast could make your idea pretty interesting. On the other side of it, if you wrote a nice love song over major chords, that might seem a little cliche. But if you took those lyrics from that love song and wrote them over top of slow minor chords, that might really add weight to the topic that you're trying to talk about. Now, this may not work every single time, but this is just one method that you can use to try to make your ideas sound more interesting. And who knows, something as small as a chair or maybe even a pair of pants can make everything more interesting and funny.